Hi everybody, Solitary Knight here with Twisted Wonderland Challenge Mode. We're talking more about the Titans. This time we're talking about the Lava Titan. So, he annoyingly burns. That's like one of the most annoying debuffs in the game because... yeah. Anyway, we're going to do it with this party here. When I did it initially, just to show you guys it was possible over on TikTok and Facebook, I was actually using outdoor wear as well because he can heal. He's still a pretty decent choice, but I just wanted to pop in school uniform as well just to throw in some more standard cards to show you that it's possible even without event cards. Event cards are really good though, so don't be discouraged by the freebie cards. They actually come in clutch pretty often. So anyway, we're gonna go through this. Riddle and Lilia here can do a regen, so that can somewhat mitigate the effects of the burn. So that's why you're obviously Floyd is here because he heals. And yes, it is a very fire heavy party again. I don't plan it this way, it just kind of like happens. So anyway, I digress. Let us begin. I'm gonna pause. Oh, here we go. Alright, it is on 1, so you can follow along with what I'm doing. Because I promise there's a logic. I forgot to show you guys buddy bonuses. Sorry, y'all. It's because the last time I didn't have buddy bonuses if you watched that video. Alright, so thankfully the burn is only affecting the active casters, so I like that. It's much more manageable. If you do have a debuff remover, I recommend using him in this party. Thing is, like, debuff removal is like a really, really rare skill. I can only think of 3 cards off the top of my head with debuff removal, and that is Dorm Idia, Overblood Idia, and Nightmare Suit Apple. Obviously, you can't use Apple in this fight. So, we're going to throw Floyd out there, and then we'll have Lilia do his regen. I still haven't tracked how much of a buff he does to himself. Sorry about that. Because even when I'm like making these videos for you guys, I learn new things as I go. And that's always kind of interesting when that happens. So. Alright, we'll go ahead and heal. And then we'll activate Riddle's regen. So I think I figured out the difference between the attack debuff and the power debuff. The power debuff will affect you at the will affect things like your buddy bonuses and your core power, while the attack buffs will more affect the immediate attacks and everything, so we'll like do some calculations with the spell levels rather than... I think that's how that works. I will like do a little more experimenting and find out for sure, but like I don't, it's just something that I'm trying to figure out myself. So do a damage cut. Do 2 damage cuts just to make our lives a little nicer. Yeah, the damage affects spell levels. Power affects core power. This guy's not gonna do anything special. Yeah, this guy can hit like a Mack truck. So you want to be like a little bit cautious and make sure you're not using flora spells in this fight. Or at least minimize the amount of flora spells you were using in this fight. Because situations like this will come up. We'll go ahead and restart your region and we'll go for some power. I don't think we'll necessarily need it, but we'll go ahead and use Floyd's heal. Yeah. He does have a lot of buffs, and he's not afraid to stack them, obviously. So I think that's what they did to try to make him harder. I find him to be, like, probably the easiest to hit, because I have failed this challenge a few times while I was, like, still experimenting and everything. Yeah, this is one of the easier fights. You'll be okay. Especially if you have either Riddle's Storm card from your first roll or Azul's Storm card. Azul's Storm card is a dream in this. So. But yeah, you'll be okay. You'll be fine. Like I mentioned in the party video, I do recommend like building more towards using the twins to support Azul. Even if you don't have Azul's Storm card, like these 3 here bounce off of each other for their standard cards. So that's really helpful. If you want to like come up with a 5th party member that isn't like as random as Lilia, I'd go like Trey. Trey usually gets along pretty well with Riddle. Especially if you like using standard cards. So, but yeah, this is probably the easiest of the fights. You'll be okay. He doesn't do anything that drastic. Like even his big gimmick is kind of easily mitigated if you have Regen. That's it. Thanks for watching. Love you guys. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.